All right, we are live. Let's get our intro going real quick. Let me find it real quick. All right, guys, here we go. Well, here we are again with Boys for Life and Laura. How are you feeling after last week's loss?
I don't know. For a minute, I thought I will die. I can't. I don't know. I think I'm in shock. I I never thought happen something like that. It's amazing. I don't know why they don't really desire to win that game. I don't
Yeah,
understand that because it's completely different the team that we saw in all the season. No, it's complicated to understand for the fans
yeah.
take that choice, not for the team. I can imagine how feel Jerry Jones now, thinking, what happened with this? We have a lot of talent, we have a lot of opportunities, but that day didn't want to do something. Not
Yeah, no. My feelings were, here we go again.
yeah,
Here we go again.
yeah,
Different year, same crap. Same crap. What I saw at the end of the at the end of the first quarter, I was ready to turn it off. I was like, man, I was so hyped for this game, and the way we came out playing, we weren't ready. I mean, to me, I had been saying this all year, is that we don't beat teams that are good. We don't beat playoff teams that are actual contenders. We struggled against bad teams. We lost against good teams. And even just throwing that out there and saying that, I was called a hater. I was called a fake fan because I was actually seeing what this team actually was. So even though I was upset and I was very disappointed because what we've been seeing and what have been told by our ownership and even though I don't listen to the media, I know a lot of people do, but how talented this team is, it was just very, very disappointing for me for what I saw.
but now with this game, I think there'll be many points to talk about, not because this is like I don't know, an exam for the team, because like you say, not uh, we have a lot of things around of this team in this season that make us believe can happen something different now, no. But first point, I think for me, it's Dak Prescott, no, because you have a lot of minutes not in the game. Why you decide to play the last ones? Not, I think that's the worst. And then have a problems uh, with the boys, not all the that they make the play. What's a joke really? And I think that Prescott don't have. I don't know. They are not concentrated, or maybe happened something, but and then fight with the referees because not have time not for make the play.
Yeah.
That's the worst. What do you think about that?
Now I gotta say is, don't blame Dak Prescott because then you're really gonna have all the Cowboy Nation, Cowboys fans all over your back. I've been fighting with Cowboy fans left and right since I don't even know when. I don't know. It's got to be at least 2-3 months on Dak Prescott is not going to get us anywhere. I've been called a hater. I've been called a fake fan. I've been called all kinds of things because I'm seeing what Dak Prescott really is, and he's a very average quarterback in my opinion. Right? I'm entitled to my own opinion. To me, he's a very average quarterback. And every time it's time for him to show up in big games,
Yes.
such as this one, he doesn't show up. He doesn't show up and we lose. I mean, let's look at the Kansas City game. That was a big game for us. What happened there? 9 points, 3 field goals. We lost 19-9. Even though it wasn't a big game, we were looking at Dak Prescott, what he was going to be like coming off that injury against the Broncos. Oh, he shows heart because he stays in until the fourth quarter and scores 2 touchdowns. That means nothing to me.
Yes.
We go up against the Cardinals. We're looking at Dak Prescott to lead us, right? And he totally shits the bed. I mean, this is just time in and time out. This same thing keeps reoccurring with Dak Prescott. And to me, as long as I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan, I know how Jerry Jones is. And he doesn't like to be wrong. So he's going to put the narrative out there that it's everyone else but Dak Prescott, which we are already kind of seeing with Amari Cooper. I don't know if you've read about how Jerry Jones is upset at Amari Cooper, or that's the way it's being portrayed. But if you read certain articles, it's not so much Jerry Jones being pissed off at Amari Cooper. It's Jerry Jones being pissed off about how Amari Cooper is being used. So with Jerry Jones, we owe Dak Prescott next year $34.5 million. That is, we are about to be under the salary cap, or we are under the salary cap going into next year over $13 million. Yeah. I mean, Dak Prescott is a very average quarterback, and Jerry Jones, to me, made a bad business deal by signing this man. I mean, we're going to have Cowboy fans out there saying, well, who else out there can you get, yada, yada, yada. Well, I'd rather try to find someone than sign a average quarterback that's going to keep us good enough to win the division, but not anything else.
Yeah, and I think it's sad to think, but today will be the Dallas Cowboys game, you know?
Yeah.
So it's so sad not being in this game and thought Joe Burrow, has enough talent for show, and it's a rookie. And you can see how Dak Prescott, how many years now in the league, and not happen nothing like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, or Josh Allen. Not many years, just a few, I don't know, 2 years maybe, and they make more things more interesting than Dak Prescott, and he has now a lot of time. That's a madness. That's why we are angry with him, because we not see results about him, not, and he has now a very big millionaire contract. So what we expect now, not next season, how many years we expected? 25 years, more than 25 years. Next year, how many people are dead? You understand that?
No, I get it, and it cracks me up. It's nice to have someone that, I mean, I know the people that agree with me, but it's nice to have someone else basically reiterate everything I've been saying about Dak Prescott and this team. I mean, I said it. Joe Burrow this is his second year in the league, and he's already going to the divisional round. I called it a couple of months ago that the Bengals are going to make it to the AFC Championship game. Yeah. We will see on what they do against the Titans. Now, I did say the Bengals are going to either play the Ravens or the Titans in the AFC Championship game, but that was, like I said, a couple months ago when the Ravens were hot, and Tennessee, I didn't know they were going to have the number 1 spot, but I still believe the Bengals are going to get to the AFC Championship game. I had so many people on Twitter arguing with me about Dak Prescott and where he was drafted, because they were talking about how I forget what it was, but it was something about it doesn't matter where you draft a quarterback and yada yada and all this other nonsense, right? How many first round draft picks are in the playoffs right now? Pretty much everyone but Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo was the second round pick, and then Tom Brady was the 6th round pick, number 199 overall. All the other quarterbacks are first round draft picks. And people are going to tell me that it doesn't matter where you draft because you have anomalies like Tom Brady and like Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. Aside from those, guys that are drafted in the late rounds normally don't get the kind of contracts you see Dak Prescott got. Yeah. And we're trying to make him live up to something that is, I think, too much pressure for him to live up to. And that is a quarterback that's going to get us to a Super Bowl because I don't think it's going to happen.
Yes, and it's so sad because they have the money, they have the team, because there will be a lot of stars in that in the offenses department. And so what will happen? What will do with that? Not what we can expect in the next year. I think it's very sad to see the team not have enough hungry for winning a game, not because
Yeah.
we know the 49ers are not a team like a Kansas City, like many Tampa Bay or Green Bay, and we don't have that spectacular game that we expect that day. Not, I
Yeah.
think it's so sad. I don't know. It's not there be respect for the fans because they know we expected more in all of the world. All the fans of the Dallas Cowboys expected something more every year. So I don't know what will happen now, but I'm hungry too. In the same situation, I think for the contract with Ezekiel Elliott, we can expect more. I don't know. He down his level. I don't know what happened with him, and it doesn't matter if we won 12 games in the season. We stay in the same way like the Jets, like Pittsburgh, like Jaguars, all the teams that they don't lose it nothing in the season. It's the
Yeah.
same way.
I agree. And I don't know if you saw the little quote that everyone's quoting on Twitter what Troy Aikman said about if you don't do anything in the playoffs, it's meaning like you didn't do anything at all. And I've always been a believer in that. I've always been a believer in that if you don't win the Super Bowl or even just make it to the Super Bowl, the season's a wash. Now for us, our expectations are a little lower as far as making the NFC Championship game because we have not made that since 95. So for us, a successful season will at least be making the championship game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I really am. If I know we can get back there and win and then get to the Super Bowl the following year or in another or the year after that, I'm okay with that. But I don't want that to be our ceiling. And for most Cowboy fans, it's not our ceiling. But you're right. A lot of us see, and here's the thing. It's divided right down the middle. A lot of us are happy. A lot of us are happy that we got to where we were, and they're actually calling it a successful season. And then there's people like us that are pissed off and tired of the same old crap. Listen, we have been lied to about our team, about how we are better than what we actually are. Because when push comes to shove, when we face those big teams, those top tier teams like the Packers, Kansas City, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it doesn't matter if you lose by a field goal, if you lose by 10 points. A loss is a loss. And it seems like we can never get over the hump against those good teams. People want to sit there and say, "Oh, we finally beat uh, um, Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots." But you want to know what's funny? They didn't have Tom Brady. They had a rookie quarterback. A rookie quarterback. They want to sit there and say, "Oh, a genius defensive coordinator in Bill Belichick as the head coach," right? But when we look at that game, Dak Prescott, and people want to sit there and say Dak Prescott had the best stats of his season. Well, he threw for over 50 times the game, and he threw for 445 yards because he threw for over 50 times. And we took that into overtime because we struggled. We struggled against that defense that the Buffalo Bills put up 44 points against,
Yeah.
and our defense struggled against that rookie quarterback in Mac Jones.
Yeah. It's
We don't step up.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Have 15 uh, yellow these ones. I can I lose a word, but how can make that the boys not? Uh, they fight against with the Cowboys, against the 49ers, against the referees sometimes in this game, not a lot, but it's so complicated that to win a game, not? I don't know what they expect now for the next season. There be a lot of they need many adjustments for the team. And I don't know what you think about Mike McCarthy. If he is, I don't know, the best option, do you think they can go away, or I don't know? What do you think that about him?
Well, Mike McCarthy, here's the thing. So after listening to his press conference or hearing bits and pieces of it, um, he doesn't touch the offense. He doesn't call the plays. He does nothing. He's there to be the coach, right? That's it. But listening to his press conference and hearing that this team, he could tell this team wasn't ready, then he didn't do his job as just strictly the head coach. He didn't do it. I'm not laying blame, even though I think I spoke too prematurely when I made my video about Mike McCarthy needs to go. I don't know if he needs to go because he's not the one calling the plays. But I think he needs to do a better job at a lot of things. When it comes to coaching, just in general. So I don't want to say that I want to get rid of him. I don't want to say I want to look elsewhere, even though I'm hearing talks about the Cowboys or about Jerry Jones maybe looking elsewhere next year. But that is worrisome for me if Jerry is looking already looking elsewhere, because that means Mike McCarthy is basically a lame duck coach and there's nothing to coach for next year.
Yeah. And your friend Kellen Moore, you can't imagine that, how many plays he made for the Cowboys, so creative, all the things that we see in the game. And I don't understand why many try to search him for be a head coach for their teams. I think with this game, put down all of that expectations about him like a head coach in another team. It's terrible. I think he really needs to learn more about football. There be a lot of armies for make something very big in the offense, and they didn't do anything really.
Yeah.
They never surprise, and they've been surprised too. Maybe.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to in the offseason? Like, what do you want to see happen?
Um, Something that I really don't want to happen, that it's Dan Quinn go away. I think he really made something mm, really great for the defense, and of course this is a process, not, and we need more time for make something more big with our defense, and he has the touch for made that, not. I think that I want really Dan Quinn stay in the team, and I don't know. We have a lot of problems with the free agents, because there be a lot of players important, really important, can maybe go away. I don't know. I thought I have a uh, I don't know how I can say, but Ezekiel Elliott have a very big contract, and I don't know in this moment it really that helped to us to have a good team with him. So what happened if we made a trade maybe or something for change Ezekiel Elliott with another like in the time with this guy, how's the name, uh, how's his name in the 90s, I forgot the name, um Herschel Walker,
Uh-huh.
like the same situation like him. So maybe it can be a chance for us to find many players can be something or make something good for the Cowboys. Not, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I wish a trade like that would happen. I wish something like that could happen, but I don't think that anything like that would ever happen again. But the contracts that we're in, it's just not possible with the dead money we would be looking at, all that kind of stuff. It is just not possible for us to unload a lot of these contracts. My big thing for me, that I would love to see is DeMarcus Lawrence. To me, he was overpaid. If we were to get rid of him, we would save $28 million on his contract, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere about that, and it would save us a lot of money. It would
Yeah,
save us a lot of money.
yeah,
So
it's terrible, really.
I know.
There be a lot of
Um,
people like here now sending say
yeah,
hello.
I mean, if you want to read, if you want to go, I know you can look at some of these comments. If you want to look through some of these and talk about them, some of these in Spanish, I don't know what they're saying. So if you want to read them, go for it.
Ok, a Luisito Hernández dice que DAK es una basura. A Kevadan dice otro año más, ¿no? Mouse dice hola Laura, buen día. A todos un saludo. Bueno, Ruth, hey, Boys for Life, and Laura, thank you, really. Luisito Hernández dice, and for a
Hello? I guess she froze. I don't know what happened. I guess she froze. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what she froze. Let's remove and add her back. Oh, I guess she's gonna come back here soon. I guess we'll wait for her to get back on here. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm gonna wait for her to get back on here. I don't know what happened. I don't know where she went. Thank you, Ben Adams. I guess she's gonna come back on. I'm gonna give her a few minutes. I'm gonna get off this stream because I got some stuff to take care of. I wanted to come on here for a little bit. Okay, she is. There she is. Let's get her back on.
we're back.
All right, you're back. All right. Hey, Laura,
That person have the full two for this.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, I got to step away. I got some stuff to take care of. Some emergency just came up. You don't mind handling the stream by yourself?
Okay, right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that I got to go, that I cut it out early. But thank you for having me on for the short time. I will tune in when I can. All right.
Right. Thank you. Really.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.
Ok, amigos, bueno, pues vamos a platicar un poco de los partidos de hoy. Digo, ya desgraciadamente, pues hemos visto que el partido pasado, pues, bueno, ya ni qué podemos decir, pero bueno, ojalá, digo, conforme vayan pasando los días, pues tengamos más información de lo que va a venir para, pues ya en la off-season y por supuesto, pues también para ya la próxima temporada, que eso es lo importante. Vamos a dar un repaso rápidamente, yo creo, al tema de los partidos del día de hoy, que bueno, como bien saben, pues uno de los más llamativos va a ser el de los Bengals en contra de los Titans, que prácticamente ha sido una verdadera sorpresa que los Bengals, ¿no? Hayan llegado hasta este punto y bueno, enfrentarse contra el equipo de Tennessee, que de verdad, bueno, pues ahora está de regreso Derrick Henry, entonces bueno, va a ser bastante interesante. Voy a traducir. Today we have the game of Cincinnati Bengals against Titans, Tennessee Titans, and it's so attractive because the Bengals are really, really with the desire to win and go more in the season. That's why I think will be so attractive. And with Titans are a very constant team, and they now try to make something bigger and I don't know, maybe give surprises and I don't know, arrive maybe to the Super Bowl. That they desire. We can expect if they can maybe uh, make that miracle happen. But I don't know. I think in this game, I like Cincinnati, so I expect be the surprise of the day. And I don't know, maybe Joe Burrow looks really great in his position. All of that things that they made in this season is amazing. I think he's the player of the year, or maybe the comeback, not player of the year too. So we are now in a few hours to expect this game. I don't know what happened. I don't know what you think about that, but we hope. I don't know. Maybe Bengals can win this game. But of course, Derrick Henry, it's the leader, not runner leader, and in that way will be so complicated for the Bengals. But everything we know in the NFL, everything can happen now. So it's something about really really amazing can happen. And then we have the game, the Rams versus Buccaneers, that I need to confess I'm a fan from Tom Brady, and I don't know the Tampa. It's a team. It's now the king. We can't discard Tom Brady like nothing because we are very accustomed about his game, how he can save the game all the time. He's a leader, and of course, he's magical. I don't know. Of course, Rams have a very good team. Can happen many something surprises there, but the Buccaneers are the king. We can unrespect them. So everything can happen in this game, but I hope win again Buccaneers. I don't like a lot of Rams, but well, everything can happen here. Y después, digo, como les decía, estamos precisamente también a la espera de que llegue el juego de Los Ángeles Rams en contra de los Bucaneros de Tampa Bay, que de verdad, bueno, pues mientras esté Tom Brady no podemos como que descartar completamente a este equipo, siendo que la temporada pasada pues tuvo era mucho más compacto, tenía mejores a sus estrellas, se han ido lesionando un poco, pero bueno, pues de alguna manera siguen en esta lucha por llegar a un bicampeonato ya Tom Brady con los Bucaneros, vamos a ver qué pasa, porque de verdad, digo, los Rams, a pesar de que han tenido como que, pues han estado juntando a muchas estrellas, sabemos que ya son estrellas pues ya de una edad pues considerable y que bueno, lo que ellos esperan es que realmente estas victorias o este camino al Super Bowl que tanto desean sea muy inmediato, porque pues también no van a tener como que mucho tiempo como para estar desarrollando estos talentos y bueno, estén tratando durante mucho tiempo. Ellos lo que quieren es que sea ahora, han estado empeñando literalmente todo su futuro para apostarle a lo que pueda pasar ya inmediatamente para este Super Bowl y bueno, pues ya están como quiera hoy en estos juegos divisionales, que va a estar difícil, pero bueno, mientras existe ese deseo de poder llegar más lejos, bueno, pues seguramente van a poder hacer algo, ¿no? Entonces, esperemos este partido con ansia, a ver qué sucede. Y bueno, el día de mañana ya veremos a San Francisco también. Perdón, hoy en la tarde, el domingo es el de los Bucaneros, pero ver a San Francisco contra Tampa Bay, yo la verdad no soy fan de Green Bay. Yo espero que ojalá, digo, tampoco me encanta decir que es San Francisco porque evidentemente San Francisco eliminó a los Cowboys, pero creo que va a ser una tarde entretenida, ¿no? Los, eh, San Francisco 49ers, a lo mejor con esta, pues no sé, idea de que pueden ser un caballo negro y sorprender por ahí en el Lambo. Difícil, pero bueno, pues sabemos que no es imposible si se ponen las pilas. Y bueno, y es que eso sea algo que ellos quieran, ¿no? Este, todos los, todos los partidos van a ser muy interesantes. Creo que no es imperdible ahorita porque son los momentos más cardíacos que puede tener ahorita la NFL y más pensando en quién pudiera ser ahora los citados al Super Domingo y bueno, pues puede ser muy interesante. Evidentemente, pues Aaron Rodgers es uno de los consentidos precisamente para llegar más lejos. Entonces, bueno, pues todo puede suceder ahí. Este, uh, the next game in the afternoon today we will have the game San Francisco 49ers against Green Bay Packers, and San Francisco won Dallas Cowboys and maybe now are motivated for a ride to the Lambeau Field and try to win this game against the Green Bay Packers, but it's complicated to observe or try to believe that happened. But we know this season in the NFL happened many things so surprising. And in that way, maybe, I don't know, San Francisco can make the big game and surprise Aaron Rodgers. There be many games that they won against the Packers. So I don't know. It's a madness to believe that happened, but in this season we believe now maybe it could be that not so you can lose that game. And the last game of this weekend will be the Buffalo Bills against Kansas City Chiefs. It's I don't know, the last week the Bills show a very big game against Patriots and they won really. So I don't know if they can won Kansas City, but of course it's a point can be possible, and in that way, will be so fight that game, so close. I don't know who can win. I prefer win Bills, but we know Patrick Mahomes and all of the players of the Chiefs, and and I don't know. You can trust they can lose. Patrick Mahomes have enough courage for lose the game and in the few minutes and in the last quarters make something big and change the future with the Kansas City Chiefs. So will be a very interesting game to watch and I recommend to watch it too. Um, en este juego de los Buffalo Bills en contra de los Kansas City Chiefs, bueno, pues es interesante porque sabemos que la semana pasada los Bills enfrentaron a los Patriotas de Nueva Inglaterra, donde realmente hicieron una cátedra de cómo se puede jugar tan fácil fútbol. Y en ese sentido, pues va a ser como pensar si ya es tiempo de que los Buffalo Bills tengan esta oportunidad de poder llegar más lejos y hacer cosas pues más interesantes, ¿no? Que ya por fin llegue este Lombardi a la casa de Buffalo, pudiera ser una oportunidad, pero pues para eso primero va a tener que pelearle a Kansas City el momento y eso pues va a ser como que una lucha interesante. Así que, bueno, pues se esperan muchas sorpresas este fin de semana, si es que esto ocurre, ¿no? Y que, bueno, de alguna manera, pues es lo que queremos, ¿no? Que de alguna manera también la NFL nos sorprenda con estas cosas que no están dichas y, bueno, pues eso va a ser lo interesante, ¿no? Aquí estábamos saludando a algunos de los que estaban conectados antes de que DAK Prescott nos bajara el switch del internet. Y bueno, pues nada más para saludar a todos los que están aquí. A Luisito Hernández, gracias por estar. Frank Lomax también, un saludo, un abrazo. A Edson, igual Go Cowboys. Esperemos que ya, ¿no? Se solucionen sus problemas y tengamos algo mejor para la próxima temporada. Alexander también un saludo. Alexander, hello. Mitch, thank you for watch. Alberto Alvarado dice, hola Lau, gran saludo a ti y al panel, aún triste y dolido por los Cowboys. Desde la fría capital de Chihuahua. Un saludo, Alberto. Pues sí, es una lástima que de verdad, pues los Cowboys no hayan tenido determinación. Y bueno, no se puede jugar cuando tienes 15 castigos de por medio, concentraciones y pues muchas cosas que estuvieron como que en nuestra contra y la verdad muy complicado y a pesar de eso se quedaron a un suspiro de poder ganar. Si hubieran jugado bien y con ganas, bueno, yo creo que hubiéramos llegado muy lejos. A Martín Bello también le mandamos un saludo, muchas gracias. Igual, y puede ser que todo puede pasar. A Eduardo Chávez también un saludo. Juanjo, Prime Time, muchísimas gracias. Thank you, really. Ben Adams, uh, siempre un saludo también. Hello, Ben. Y saludos, dice Juan Manuel Bardales, dice saludos vaqueros, bueno, eh, a ir preparando la próxima temporada, a seguir con todo apoyando a los queridos Cowboys. Ya, pero que ya nos paguen, o sea, que ya de verdad podamos ver algo más allá de solamente buenas intenciones. Digo, al final, durante más de 25 años hemos estado esperando este, que esto suceda y luego no, nos quedamos igual pensando en que puede ser, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, ojalá que ya sea así. Juanjo dice, para mí todos los locales ganan, puede ser. Y también a JM Contreras, saludos familia, muy buenas tardes. Pues así es, amigos, digo, fue una plática como muy rapidita que organizamos, ¿no? Para poder a lo mejor platicar de este sentimiento que todavía, pues traemos arrastrando del juego pasado, porque hoy, ¿no? Hoy hubieran jugado los Cowboys y bueno, pues eso hubiera sido muy, muy padre, pero bueno, al final ya, pues no, no se pudo, ¿verdad? Entonces, bueno, muchísimas gracias por habernos acompañado en este mini live donde estuvimos aquí platicando con la familia de Boys for Life. Entonces, muchísimas gracias, ya saben, dejen sus comentarios, compartan y bueno, pues estaremos viendo próximamente, ¿no? So we prepared this little show for talk about the games for divisional games today and talk about all of that feelings that we have around Dallas Cowboys game of the last week. And today will be a very good day if the Dallas Cowboys played, but not. That will not possible. Maybe in another multiverse. You know, it's so funny, and now it's fashion to talk about multiverses, but maybe in other time, but not here now playing the Cowboys. It's very sad. It's a shame. And of course, share the live, give your the comments, and I don't know, maybe another time we'll watch us and well, let's more big this channel. Thank you, and see you soon. Really, kisses.